never wanted to be a celebrity. I wanted to be a musician, and I wanted to make music that was worldwide. I like things that are a little twisted. It was a roller coaster for me, emotionally. Bit of badass. People really don't know who I am. A bit of lady.
Rihanna.
Hello.
Thanks for being on the record with Fuse.
Ah, my pleasure. Finally, you do this.
I know. So, how are you? Are you happy?
I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm really excited.
Tell me about the evolution of Rihanna, because you start off with Music of the Sun, and then it's A Girl Like Me, and then it's Good Girl Gone Bad, and now it's Rated R. Like, kind of like, where can you go after Rated R?
Every album for me has been a natural step in my growth. It has displayed the different steps in my career, and everyone happens to be better than the previous one. And for me, that's the most important thing. Just making sure that every time you do something, you do it better than you did it before. And those, when I listen to my music or watch my videos, for instance, from Pon de Replay to Russian Roulette, it's not even the same person. It's not even the same person, but
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who has been the same person at 17 that they were at 21.
I've talked to L.A. Reid about this album. He's executive producing this, and he said he's giving you hit records, and you knew their hits, and he knew their hits, and you said, nope, that's not my vision. So clearly, you had a lot to say in what's happening with this album.
Yeah, because I guess the last album, it really worked, but I didn't want to repeat myself. I didn't think that was true artistry, and I paid attention to it a lot more musically and lyrically, because I did help pen most of the songs, and I just didn't want a hit. Anybody can make a hit, but I wanted a real album with true music, real deep lyrics, clever lyrics, and they are hits too. So we wanted to make great songs, but with great meaning.
So why do an album now? Why not take 6 months, or, you know, you got the money, you got the time, everybody would wait for you, you know, it's not like your spot's going anywhere, all your fans still love you. Why not take 6 months, 9 months and hang out?
Well, that was the original plan. I knew that after the Grammys is when I would have taken a little bit of time, but I drove myself crazy for the few weeks I had off before I got back in the studio. That's what made me get back in the studio, because I felt like such a delinquent. I'm like, I'm going crazy in here, guys. I got cabin fever. I just stayed in the house because I didn't really want to hang out around people. And then I just got out. I just started working again, because I called Jay Brown and L.A. Reid. I said, I'm ready. I am ready. I'm going crazy. I need to get in the studio. And we did just that right away. Right away.
And it just made you feel better.
Yeah, it was my place of peace. Of course, you know how crazy it was out there. Like, it was just a chaotic media circus, and the only place that was peaceful for me was the studio. It was just 4 walls of protection and something that was positive and something that I love to do, and it was therapeutic. I got to vent there. I just felt like no one was judging me, no one was staring, no one was feeling sorry for me. It was just all about music.
Do you think it's fair to say that Rated R is an angry album?
No. It's a display of so many different emotions and moods, because it was a roller coaster for me, emotionally. And it's documented on it, because as I said, every day I went in the studio, I didn't feel the same. Some days I was angry, some days I was sad, some days I felt like talking about sex, some days I just felt like being cocky, and so they're different moods. So I would never say it's an angry album. There's definitely some angry songs, some songs that, you know, a feeling of wanting to have revenge. There are those songs there.
Tell me about Russian Roulette, 'cause it's a very intense song, you know, it's a very emotional song.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, your heart is beating hard as you listen to it because the girl in the song is actually playing Russian roulette, right? And it's her turn to go, and she's nervous, but she's like, I'm going to face down my fear. I'm going to do it.
Yes. Russian roulette, when you think about the game, it's a very terrifying game, and potentially you can get hurt in the end. And it's a lot like the game of love, because that's when feelings are involved. And that's what the song is really about. It's not about literally playing Russian roulette.
But you've introduced this crazy game to a lot of kids who perhaps weren't aware of it before. You think about the impact on them suddenly discovering this game through you?
This time around, I wasn't so concerned about a demographic or what people thought. I was in a very, very deep place, and I had a lot to say. And Russian roulette is a part of that expression. It's not about the game at all, which is, I wish people would get that. It's poetry.
Yeah. Photographs was the last song you made. And you said you went to will.i.am's house and he played it for you, and it was a Black Eyed Peas song. And you said, no, I'm taking that song. And now, how do you go to will.i.am's house and take a song away from the Black Eyed Peas?
He didn't really want to play at first because he was like, okay, Rihanna's here now. Y'all come to Strong Army. We were like,